So I know you're waiting with bated breath on all this. But first up, how about something? President Trump can't afford to lose the stock market zeitgeist. And that's the subject of the riff. So just try this on for size, okay? For one moment, we're going to take our eyes off the China spy balloons 2.0 drone story that the greatest military and technological power in the world can't seem to figure out who, when, where, or why. How about we go back to Donald Trump yesterday ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange as Time Magazine's Person of the Year. This is Mr. Trump capturing the stock market zeitgeist. It's a much happier story than the drone story. Donald Trump pays a lot of attention to the stock market, as well he should. It's a business signal. It's a growth signal. It's a countrywide wealth and well-being signal. And President Trump's not the only one who thinks the stock market is important. Our colleague, John Carney of the Breitbart Business Digest, points to a very interesting YouGov survey. Listen to this. 62% of Americans say the stock market is either somewhat or very important. And Black Americans slightly more likely to think stocks are important than white Americans, but it's almost even up at about 65%. Hispanics just slightly less so. And equally surprising, it's not just rich people who care about the market. According to the poll, almost half of Americans who make under $50,000 a year, they say the stock market is important, all right? And among earners between $50,000 and $100,000 a year, 65% think the market is very or somewhat important. Now, those are middle-class folks. Those are Trumpian, working-class coalition folks. And I'm going to bet that so many of them, either through pensions or IRAs or 401ks or direct brokerage accounts, have a piece of the rock. I'm going to bet that. Now, in real inflation-adjusted terms, up until this past election day, the S&P 500 gained 15% under Biden. That's adjusted for inflation during his first term. Under Mr. Trump's first term, it was up 51%. Quite a difference. That's adjusted for inflation, all right? But that's not really a surprise, right? Because Mr. Trump likes business. Mr. Biden dislikes business. Mr. Trump is cutting taxes and regulations. Mr. Biden is raising them or has raised them. And during Mr. Trump's first term, inflation was practically nil, while during Mr. Biden's term, inflation hit a 40-year high. However, after soaring almost 3,000 Dow points in the month right after the Trump landslide, that index has fallen back about 1,200 points in the last 10 days. And while Mr. Trump did tell the New York Stock Exchange that he was going to cut the corporate tax to 15%, for companies who are producing domestically here at home. It's a very good idea. Nonetheless, talk in the Senate and even inside Mr. Trump's own transition team of delaying the tax cuts is now, I think, causing a stock market pullback because there could be an economic growth pullback. And this ought to be a signal to the president-elect to go for tax cuts right away, combined with his other policy priorities. But do not wait until the back end of the year, when the whole tax cut story could fall apart. Now, Mr. Trump, you wouldn't want to lose that stock market zeitgeist, would you? Would you, sir? I hope not. Anyway, that's the riff.